Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what makes you so memorable. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number one. So let's see here, group number one. Shuffle these up a little bit and we'll see what type of messages come through for you. Okay. Let's see here. What makes you so memorable? Okay. You have such a friendly, loving energy and approach about you, okay? This would be where I feel like no matter what the circumstances are or situation that you find yourself in, if there's anything unpleasant about it or it's even, I guess I'm feeling this message more so if you needed to maybe tell someone something that they don't want to hear, or again, you find yourself in some type of situation where again, like there's a negative element kind of thrown into the mix. There's a feeling here of you sugarcoating it. Like there's something very sweet about you and just something about your energy where it's almost a feeling like you would let someone down gently, is what I'm getting. So there's just a friendly, loving, type of energy coming through with this card. I feel people, what's so memorable about you, it's what I'm saying based on your approach, because I feel that other people linked and connected to you, it's almost a feeling that if they find themselves in a similar situation with someone else, it's so obvious then in comparison, right? They'd be like, oh my gosh, I've never had someone be so nice to me and so kind, right? Like maybe linked into whatever situation. Because again, there's just something that's so pleasant about you, about your energy. I feel like people just like being around you. There's that type of message coming through. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Okay, group number one. So what makes you so memorable is a lot of what I just said. So there's something about your energy that it's weird. Like the messages coming through, it would be where I almost feel other people, if at any point in time they need to receive bad news, they want you to be the one to tell them. Because there's something that's just so friendly and loving about you. Like this would be where, okay, let's say, just a random person comes up to you and they want to take you out on a date. And you know that you are not interested at all. You never would be. You'd be kind to them, okay, thank you very much, for asking me, but, I'm not interested, or, whatever, right? But you'd have a very pleasant way of going about it instead of, hell no, get away from me. You know what I mean? Like there's such different approaches, right? And how you can go about something and giving someone an answer, or whatever little tidbit of information that they need. So it's something to where, what am I getting here? So to what makes you so memorable? How do I word what I'm getting here? There's something about, okay, this is just like a weird message I'm getting. I'm just going to say it. It's not even so much what makes you memorable. It's just a message that won't leave. So I'm just going to say it. I'm wondering if there's something about you that when you meet people, just connections that you have with people, I wonder if you have a lot of people have crushes on you, or it's a feeling like a lot of your friends fall in love with you, or like there's something. So again, then it takes it back to maybe where you need to be like, okay, well, no, I don't want to take it to that level, or whatever the case may be. But again, it's like it's like you would let someone down so gently. Something like that's what I'm getting. Um, you're very compassionate. There's very much this message coming through of you treating people how you would want to be treated. Like there's a kindness about you. Let's see what else we get here. What makes you so memorable? Okay. People, okay, so what makes you so memorable? It's how you communicate. Okay, so for a lot of you it's a lot to do with communication. So maybe you have a way with words, something like that. There's a passionate type of energy about you. So this could be just directly linked and connected to just communication, how you speak, that sort of thing. But for some of you, it's just an overall like energetic thing that you have about you. Okay, you might just have a very fiery, kind of passionate side to you. That it's memorable. I think there's something about you that kind of lures people in. And that's what I'm getting. What's so memorable about you? I think you're just going about living your life, doing whatever it is that you do. And it's a feeling of you, you cross paths with people, you're doing whatever you're doing. And it's almost a feeling that I think you're completely unaware of the effect that you have on other people. Like, that's what it is. I feel like you could be hanging out with someone or you have some type of interaction with someone. And then when that interaction's over, you carry on with your day, you're doing whatever you're doing. And again, you probably think nothing of it. You're like, okay, like, I'm carrying on with my day. But meanwhile, the person that you were just interacting with, they will spend the rest of the day just all about you, thinking about you, replaying, what had happened, like something like that's what I'm getting. I feel people they're very attracted to you on many different levels is what I'm getting. There's something coming through here that what's so memorable about you, it's how it's how you are so amazing and wonderful, but I don't think that you notice it. Like I don't know. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Yes, there's something about you that I feel that you leave people in better condition than you find them. I think there's something about how you're wired that there's a very loving, compassionate side to you. You help build people up. You don't tear them down. You stick up for people. You know what I mean? Like there's something. There's just a very likable energy that you have about you. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, what makes you so memorable? There's something so playful and lighthearted about you, is what I'm getting. And a certain level of innocence is what I'm getting. There's something, what's so memorable about you, people can, like, they can just, how do I word it? There's something so authentic about you. And I feel like people, they notice that, they can sense that. Like there's something about how you're wired, how you go about living your life. There's this lighthearted, like playful energy or something like that you have about you. What else am I getting? Another thing too, this is very specific, but for some of you, what's so memorable about you is that you look a lot younger than your age. Okay? It's almost a feeling, and again, that's very specific, so that might not resonate with everyone, but it's something where I almost feel like if you are interacting with people, right, that have no clue how old you are, and if that information was to get out, I feel like people, they'd be surprised. Like, it's a feeling like I feel like other people would be like, I thought you were way younger. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, there's a youthful energy or side to you. Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know. There's it's weird. Like, there's something so sweet and innocent about you. And pure. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. So let's see what else we get. Okay, what makes you so memorable? Okay, what makes you so memorable? I'm going to clarify that one. I don't know, like there's a hesitant type of energy kind of linked into that card. And so for some of you, it could just be a very simple message linked into that what's memorable about you is that you do hold back a little bit. It's weird though, because I get a lot to do with communication, right? Linked back into this card, but there's something, like there's a hesitant energy linked into that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll pull another card and we'll see what else we get. Okay, so what is so memorable about you is, okay, that's the message, which again, I would link back to this card as well. What's so memorable about you is how I do feel you hold yourself back in a way that, okay, there's a hesitant, or again, this feeling of someone holding themselves back, but I feel that you intentionally hold yourself back in a way that you don't really care to impress other people. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's a feeling of, yeah, what's so memorable about you? I don't think you chase people. I don't feel I don't know. I almost feel like it's maybe more the other way around. I feel like a lot of people are approaching you. And again, like, to what's memorable about you, it's something about what you do decide to show people, what you do decide to communicate and express, something like that. And again, then when it's all said and done, there's something about you that it's almost like people can sense or feel that you're not influenced by other people. Like, you're not here to impress other people. Like, something like that's what I'm getting. But like, the silly message is that you do. Like, I feel like, again, there's something so likable about you. Okay, I'm feeling it to such a strong degree. This would be where even if someone doesn't want to like you, they're liking you. That's what it is. It's something like, people can't not like you. It's a feeling, like I said, if someone didn't want to like you, or they want to be mad at you, or they want to just not be on your side with something, they can't. They have no leg to stand on, because just of how you're wired, who you are as a person. Yeah, what makes you so memorable? Okay, another message I'm getting for what makes you so memorable is to what you do put your focus on. Okay, so what's memorable about you is to how other people are viewing you and observing you, into how they see, again, again, to what is important to you, like what your priorities are, or to what's meaningful to you. Like something like that's what I'm getting. There's something of substance with you. Like there's something here where it's weird. Again, there is this feeling here of holding back or being selective. I think that's the way I want to word it. Being selective. And maybe who you communicate with, or how much of yourself you give to another person. Like something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, another thing that's coming through here for a message for what makes you memorable is that I feel you are not easily impressed by maybe what the majority of people would be impressed by. I hope I'm kind of wording that correctly. But that's what I'm getting. Because how I'm reading this, it's a feeling that, again, I feel like you want something of substance. You want something that's meaningful, right? If someone's trying to impress you with something that's superficial and fleeting in nature, well, that's not going to do it for you. Like that means nothing to you. So, but again, other people can sense that, they notice that, and it makes you memorable. See if I'm getting anything else. There's something about your energy that I feel you have like all these different sides to you. Like there's something where you have this lighthearted, playful, childlike kind of youthful side to you. But then I also feel like you're very wise and mature. You also have this very passionate type of energy about you, and you're an excellent communicator. Like there's just something about you. You just lure people in. Like even if you didn't want to. Like again, it's a feeling that I think for the majority of you, I don't think you know how great you are. Like I don't think you realize the effect that you have on other people. But you are extremely memorable, most definitely. I feel like this in any type of way, like whatever type of connection it is, whatever amount of time you would be linked and connected to someone, whatever the experience is, it's a feeling that they're not forgetting you. That's what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go on to the next group. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit, and we'll see what type of messages come through on what makes you memorable. Let's see here. Okay, that jumped out, so we'll take it. Okay, let's see here. What makes you so memorable? Group number 2. There's a feeling here of you doing things to a higher standard. There's something coming through here where it's a feeling that you're very high value. Like you bring a lot to the table. I don't know, the way the message is coming through, it's coming through in such an obvious way that anybody that can't see how great you are, I don't know, there's something seriously wrong on the other end there, because to how I'm reading the card, it just comes through again in such an obvious, undeniable way that there's something really precious about you. There's a feeling here of things being done to a higher standard when it's linked and connected back to you. Something like that's what I'm getting. It's a feeling of you going above and beyond. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Oh, another message I'm getting with this card, to what makes you so memorable. It's your heart. Like it's how you connect with people on an emotional level. You're emotionally mature, and there's just an abundance of love is what I'm getting linked into that card. Oh, another message. I just keep getting a bunch as I'm shuffling. Another message I'm getting here, to what makes you so memorable. There could be something, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this, if you're not aware of it, but it's a feeling of something about you and your energy that you just make the world a better place. Like, there's a feeling here that whatever the situation is, whatever the circumstances are, we just place you there and everything gets fixed. That's what it feels like. It feels like you improve things, you make things better. Just being there, your energy, whatever it is that you're doing, there's something linked and connected to you. That again, it's a feeling you walk into the room and all the problems in the world are solved. And to even take it a step farther, it feels effortless is what I'm getting to. So I think that's, again, why that's coming through so strongly in what makes you so memorable. What's the message I'm getting? What is that saying about Midas and gold? Like, you touch something, it turns to gold, whatever that saying is. That's what I'm getting linked into this card. It's a feeling that whatever you touch turns to gold. Let's see what else we get here. What makes you so memorable? Okay, what am I getting here? What makes you so memorable? It's something about, there's something very quick about you. I don't know if you're quick-witted, or there's something that feels it feels unstoppable. It feels like no one and nothing can limit you. I feel what's so memorable about you, it's either how people feel that all of these opportunities just are constantly coming your way, or that you're able to kind of manifest what you want, or something about what's so memorable. It's how people notice how you take on new opportunities, or something like that. Like, there's something, or how quickly you move, like how quickly you'll make a decision, or even how quickly improvements happen once you're thrown into the mix. Something like that's what I'm getting. It's a feeling of other people being linked and connected to you, being like, where's this person been my whole life? Like, how have I even been living without this person in my life? And I feel like this could be linked and connected to any type of connection or situation. Because again, there's something where you just make things better. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Okay. Yeah, to what makes you so memorable, it's your energy. There's something very intense about you. And again, this is very much linked into like emotional energy. There's something of this abundance of love. Like, it feels like it just snowballs, it expands. Something like that's what I'm getting. And another thing too that's so memorable about you, it's how passionate you are. Even if other people on the outside can't really wrap their head around it and can't really comprehend why you would go about things the way that you do, they can understand it if you break it down to what it is on a passionate level, or to how something makes you feel, is what I'm getting. And it's a feeling of you completely immersing yourself in this type of energy, again, of what makes you happy, what you're passionate about, what you desire, what your heart wants. Something like that's what I'm getting. And it's a feeling that other people aren't going to be able to convince you otherwise. Like, it's a feeling like you're going to do what you want and what resonates with you, what your heart tells you, what you're passionate about. And if other people don't get it and they don't understand, you don't care. And it's very memorable. Yeah, I don't know. There's something very powerful about your energy. There's something about you on an energetic level that I don't, it's, I feel like even if you wanted to hide, if you wanted to recede into the background, people are still going to notice you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Let me see here. Yeah, what makes you so memorable? There's something. What am I getting here? It's something to do with like the foundation and stability of something. What's so memorable about you? It's weird because I'm getting kind of conflicting messages a little bit with these cards because, again, in one way, I'm talking about this passionate, kind of intense energy and just, and where even if other people don't get it and it seems a bit chaotic, that you still go about doing whatever that you want. But yeah, with the other card, I am feeling like you do have some type of structure or foundation underneath you. What's memorable about you? It's something. What else am I getting? I'm going to clarify this one because I just feel like there's another message that's trying to come through. Yeah, what is memorable about you? Okay, I got the message here. So what's memorable about you is it's how you want, how do I word what I'm getting? It's where I feel you help build people up. Okay. You're not the type of person, you don't tear people down. You don't, it's, okay. What am I trying to say here? There's something about, again, about your energy that you do things to a higher standard. I feel like connections that you make with people, experiences that you go through, I feel that it's very important to you that, again, you hold yourself to a higher standard. You do things to a higher level. It's like you have certain standards or expectations. And I don't feel that this is that you're putting this on other people. I feel like this is just your own energy, how you live your life, but that obviously other people are aware of it and can pick up on that. And it's what's so memorable about you. Okay, this is weird. What's memorable about you is that even though your energy, again, may be a little bit chaotic and really intense and passionate, there is also something about your energy or this side to you that is grounded. It's grounded. There's a feeling here of also of you having this compassionate energy about you, again, in a way of wanting to help build people up. Helping to highlight to other people how do I word it? Like the amazing things about them, about their life, about how they can go about things differently, like however you want to word it. There's just something here about, again, you making situations better. Like you improve things. You don't make things worse. Like there's something coming through here where, again, you're not the type of person to criticize and judge and tear people down and insult people, and you know what I mean? Like there is just, again, something to where things are done to a higher standard with you. It's a feeling you would never even sink to those lower levels and behaviors. Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, and people find that very memorable about you. Yeah, it's just how you connect with people, and how I feel after people have spent time with you, they feel better about themselves, not worse, right? And I'm sure I'm not the only one, that's interacted with people to where you end up feeling worse about yourself than you did going in. So, yeah, there's something about just, I don't know, you leaving people in better condition than you find them. Yeah, there's something deep about you. That's what I'm getting. Um, Again, like just complete opposite of like a superficial type of energy or approach. There's a feeling here of you wanting to connect with people on a deeper level, right? Whether that's emotionally, intellectually, whatever it is. There's just something here where having connections that are meaningful, that have substance to them, like I feel like that's who you are. Like that's the type of connection that you would want to build with someone. And I feel people, again, they can sense that. Um, there's something about you that I feel like what's so memorable about you, it's how you want to get to the root issue of something. You want to get to the heart of the matter. Um, I just feel like you're not the type of person to just gloss over the surface of something and to just go about things in a superficial way. Like you want something more. You want to dive deeper. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for this section and we'll see what else we get for messages. What makes you so memorable? Are you having a little fit, honey? You're the best little distraction. Okay, let's see here. Oh my gosh, okay. So what makes you so memorable? I feel it's that it has a lot to do with empathy. I think there's something about how you're wired that you have this loving, compassionate side to you. Maybe for some of you, you might be quite sensitive, right? To where you're very aware, right? You just have this heightened awareness to where I don't know. I feel like you're able to connect with people on an emotional level where I feel people feel safe with you. People feel that they can be vulnerable with you, that you're not going to, again, make them feel worse about themselves or their situation. And that there's just this pleasant energy about you where someone, it's something where I feel like someone, even just meeting you for the first time, I feel like they would be in this energy of thinking, okay, yes, I want that person to be my friend, or I want them to be connected to me in a more serious way, whatever it is. It's something to where they would still want to be connected to you in some type of way, because there's a very supportive type of energy that you have about you, where you just want to improve situations and experiences for people, and that there's something very loving and sweet about you, and where I think you have a lot of empathy about you, and yeah, it's definitely memorable. So those are the messages coming through. Come here, show off your cuteness. Okay, right there. She's precious. Okay, so those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go on to the next group. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit, and we'll see what type of messages come through for you on what makes you so memorable. Let's see here. Okay, so let me see here. So what I feel makes you so memorable, it's how you have this type of energy about you that I think it's going to be easier for me to say what you're not. So you're not a clingy, needy person, okay? There's something about your energy that I feel like you have good self-esteem, or like there's just something about you and how you're wired. You don't go about things in a way with a desperate type of energy, is what I'm getting. I don't feel like, you're sitting here, love me, love me. There's just something where I don't know, I don't feel like you're really looking outside of yourself for fulfillment, you know? Like there's something where, like, I just feel like there's this, I don't know, inner like security or something that you feel. Let's see what else comes through. What makes you so memorable? Okay. Let me see here. What makes you so memorable? Group number 3. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card is a couple different messages. For some of you, what's so memorable about you? It's what you look like. Okay? And there's something about you that either you're just straight up stunning, okay? So you just, there you go. You know what I mean? You're just drop dead gorgeous. Or that there's something there's something striking about your appearance. I don't know if this is just linked into like a particular feature or just kind of your overall look, something like that. But there's something about like your physical appearance that I feel is memorable. What else am I getting here? Another message I get with this card, the energy linked into it can be very serious. Like there's a serious type of like energy or vibe. Okay, another message coming through too. Yeah, for what makes you so memorable. How do I word what I'm getting? There's something about your energy that, okay, I am wondering if it is a lot to do with your physical appearance. I feel like, what am I getting? I feel like you just stop traffic. That's what I'm getting. It's a feeling like everywhere you go, you're breaking necks, right? Like, who's that? Who's that? Like, people just constantly eyeballing you is what I'm getting. Like, there's like the memorable thing. For a lot of you, you have a very striking appearance about you. Or that there's something about, maybe for some of it could be an energetic thing, or maybe the way you communicate. Like there's just something about you that there's a bit of an edge to you or something like that. Like there's a striking thing about the way you communicate, what you look like. And I mean this in a positive way, right? This isn't where I'm feeling this coming through in a negative way, or to where someone's being singled out based on what they look like or a particular feature. It's more of a message that, okay, you're drop dead gorgeous, you're striking, you're stunning. That type of message is coming through. But again, it's to take it back to this card, right, where I'm like, okay, but I don't feel that there's like this clingy, needy energy about you. Like you don't have this air of desperation about you. Like again, you feel very secure within who you are, that sort of thing. But I do want to stress that I do not feel that this is crossing the line into someone being conceited, though. Okay? This isn't where it's like, well, I don't have to be desperate and ningy and clingy because I'm drop dead gorgeous. It isn't, I don't feel that you have a conceited bone in your body. It's just a feeling of you actually, like, what's so memorable, that's what it is. What's so memorable about you, it's almost a feeling like you're the full package. That's what it is. Okay. How do I word what I'm getting here? What's so memorable about you is that I think some people are maybe, I don't know if I want to say surprised, but I guess that's what I'm saying because that's what I said. It's a feeling that what makes you so memorable is again how I think people are surprised how you can do it all. Because okay, that's what I'm trying to say. At any given point, whatever you would be doing or whatever you're linked and connected to, it's a feeling of you kind of being the best at it, or things being done to a higher standard, something like that's what I'm getting. So again, I almost feel like, again, what's so memorable is people are like, okay, I could see maybe based on like one thing that, you know, they're better than everyone else and everything's wonderful. But it's a feeling, again, of someone being like, oh my gosh, this person is so beautiful, they're so attractive, and they have a really, you know, wonderful heart. Like they're kind, they're sweet, they're compassionate. Oh my God, they're also really intelligent, and I love how their mind is wired. It's something where there's just all these aspects to you that I feel are just done to a higher standard. So it is, I almost feel like after people are interacting with you or they get to know you a little bit, however you want to look at it, it's almost a feeling that you keep impressing them, is what I'm getting. There's something coming through here that I don't know. This is very specific. I don't know if you have found throughout your lifetime, if people have very strong reactions to you and your energy, or if you find that people handle you with extreme type of energy. Because again, there's something where I feel like someone would feel that, well, it's not even possible for someone to be that great. You know, it's like, that's what I'm getting. So I almost, yeah, what's so memorable about you is, it's something about just how secure you are on your own, just within who you are as a person. And how I feel like how you go about living your life, it's a lot from the heart space, is what I'm getting. Okay, another message coming through. And how do I word what I'm getting here? First, okay, for some of you, very specific message. For some of you, I'm wondering if you suffer from RBF, and if that's the case, to what I'm getting with these cards, it's, again, I think people are so surprised because if they're only maybe noticing that part just, you know, initially, but then they get to see how loving and kind and sweet you are, it surprises them or kind of throws them off. And again, it would be very memorable to them. I think a lot of people are intimidated by you. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? It's something about your personality, to how you do, like, I feel like you have these extremes about you or something like that. There's something about your energy that can be so loving and sweet and happy, positive and playful and everything like that. But it feels like at the drop of a hat, it can just turn. And then it's more serious and there's more of an edge to it, is what I'm getting. But again, when it's all said and done, I feel like that there's a love behind everything that you're doing, though, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. What makes you so memorable? Okay, so what makes you so memorable is definitely how your mind is wired. And what else am I getting here? It's something about how you're able to create the reality, or any reality that you want. Like, there's a feeling here that whatever you desire, it's yours. Like, something like that's what I'm getting. What's so memorable about you, again, it's something about your energy, or how how you're able to work with the energies of the universe and how you use that to benefit you, to bring about outcomes that you want, something like that. What else am I getting here? What makes you so memorable? Something about mental discipline. Like there's something here about that you are aware of what you think about becomes your reality, right? And so that you're aware of what type of like energy you're sitting in, right? To know that you want things again to be done to a higher standard, something like that's what I'm getting. What else am I getting here? What is so memorable about you? You have so much potential. There's something so limitless about you. Like there's something where it's a feeling that the only one that would be able to stop you is you. Like there's a feeling here of like other people can't control you, they can't manipulate you. And straight up, I don't even know if that really would come across too often, because to how I'm reading these cards, again, picking up on a type of message of, I think a lot of people are intimidated by you, so I don't think that they would even want to approach you with a manipulative type of like energy or something like that. But let's see what else we got. What makes you so memorable? Okay, so what's so memorable about you? It's how you're very true to yourself, or that it's something about you being vulnerable. There's something here about selfless, about you being very selfless, and something about even if you're nervous or hesitant about something, that you'll still find a way to kind of push through, to persevere, something like that's what I'm getting. You're very determined. There's something about you that even if you're doubting yourself on any given thing, kind of here and there, off and on, whatever it is, if there is something that deep down inside does make you happy, or you're confident about it, or something that you want to pursue, something you're passionate about, I don't feel anyone can stop you. Like there, and again, even if you stop yourself here and there, or you're doubting yourself a little bit, something like that, it's a feeling of you not giving up. Like you'll keep trying, or you'll put yourself out there. You'll be vulnerable if you need to. Like there's something, again, like there's a selfless type of energy or something like that coming through here. And it's weird, very much to an energy here of you encouraging other people as well, is what I'm getting. I can't help but feel, linking it back into this card here, I'm wondering if everything I'm rambling on about, if this is more what would come about once people get to know you a bit more. Because again, initially picking up on, RBF vibes and an intimidation, right? So it's almost a feeling like someone would have to get past that to even be able to approach you, to get to know all these other sides to you, is what I'm getting. But it's a feeling that if you let someone into your world, or circumstances line up in such a way that, again, you're interacting with someone and they get to know you on a deeper level, I think a lot of people are quite surprised and shocked. And so again, it's so memorable for them. For a lot of you, I wonder if people get you wrong. I think there could be a situation here where maybe initially a lot of people read you wrong. Because it's a feeling, again, of this, someone feeling very intimidated to approach you. But then it's a feeling like once they get up enough courage, you know, to do it, and they get to know you on a deeper level, it's almost laughable to them that they were so scared to approach you, because they realize that you're a very friendly, positive, happy person, that they don't need to be scared to approach you or anything like that. But there's something about you, your energy, how you look, something like that, I don't know, just kind of, intimidates people. Let's see what else we get. Okay. What is so memorable about you? Okay. So group number 3. So what is so memorable about you? Couple messages here. There's something very clever and strategic about you. There's something about how your mind is wired that I feel there's something about how you're able to improve situations and things like that. There's a feeling here of you're very intelligent. Like there's something here of you working smarter, not harder. If there's an easier way of going about something, that's how you're already doing it, or how you would be able to figure out to do it in an easier type of way. There's something very intelligent about you and clever. Another message I'm getting here to what is so memorable about you, it's something to where things are easier when you're thrown into the mix, is what I'm getting. Okay, there's something where, again, I don't know. Okay, if we're dealing with a difficult situation, you make it better. If we're dealing with an amazing situation, you made it even that much better. Something like that's what I'm getting. It's just a feeling that I don't know, it, like, again, there's something about how you're wired that I don't know if you go about things in a unique type of way. Like, again, you have this clever side to you where, I don't know, you perceive things on a different level. And so, I don't know, just how things play out. People are very impressed by you. I don't know. There's something about it. I feel, it's almost a feeling that, again, I don't know if you have a very unique perspective about you, because it's a feeling that there could be a group of people that have been struggling with a particular, situation or issue, something like that, and they're hitting their head against a brick wall. They cannot figure out how to solve this problem. You walk into the room and you're like, well, just do this. And then it's solved and it's done just like that within a second. Because you're able to look at the situation and be like, okay, well, this is a problem and let's do this, and there, it's solved, done and done. Something like that's what I'm getting. So again, there's something to where what's so memorable about you make things look effortless. That's what I'm getting. You make it look effortless. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. So let's see what else we get here. Okay, let's see here, group number 3. So what makes you so memorable? It's very much how you view things, okay? I think you're very open-minded. There's something about how, okay, I feel your mind is wired in a way that that you're very open-minded, and that you have no problem letting other people think, feel, and believe whatever they want. But that I feel you encourage people to question things, right? That especially if someone is in some type of situation or circumstance to where they're feeling trapped and restricted, and especially, again, if that's linked and connected back to just how they're perceiving a situation, there is something about you that's so memorable, because people, I think there's something very unique and different about you. Like, there's something about how you view the world, connections, experiences, whatever it is. I think it's quite different than the majority of people. it's refreshing. I think that's the message I'm getting here. I feel when people are interacting with you, when it's all said and done, I feel like then that person's just kind of sitting with everything that you've said, and they do. It really gets them questioning a lot of other things, because this card talks about needing to question why things are the way that they are. Why are you going about things the way that you are? If something doesn't sit well with you, question it, right? You don't have to just go along with something because someone else says so. There's a feeling here again of needing to go about things in a way that truly resonates with you, whether you have everyone on your side, no one on your side. And so I feel like people feel that you are in that type of energy. And yeah, they find that very memorable about you. There's something about your energy that I feel, it's almost like I feel that you help people to feel free, right? Like, so that they're not feeling trapped and restricted within their circumstances. You help people see things from a higher perspective. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.